Okay, so I was in the grocery store yesterday, and I saw a couple of things that I thought would be really, really good camping food. You know, the Prego ready meal and the Pace ready meal. So I picked up a couple. I think I paid $1.99 for the Prego and $1.49 for the Pace. So it's pretty cheap as compared to the Mountain House stuff. You know, the Mountain House stuff is $7 or $8. Where I am in Central Florida, it goes on sale for $6. The only downfall about the Mountain House stuff is you got to boil the water to put it in, and it's so hot in Central Florida. I'm trying to get out of making a fire, you know, just because it's so hot. So these guys say microwavable in 60 seconds, which means they're already cooked. All you're doing is heating them up. You're not doing any cooking in the microwave for 60 seconds. So I'm going to try a couple of alternate ways to heat these. I'm going to put one of them out in the sun, and then I'm going to use my little Coughlin's folding stove to actually boil up some water without making a big fire, and heat one up in the boiling water and kind of compare it and see which way's better. The bad part about it is I got to make a little fire with the Coughlin's folding stove to boil the water. The good part is after I boil the water and I heat this up, I can use the boiling water for something else, whether it's coffee or tea or cleaning or whatever. As opposed to the Mountain House stuff, you boil the water and you got to put it in the package so your water's gone. So I'm going to try a couple different methods of heating these up, and I will let you know which one is better. Okay, here's test number one. We got our Coughlin stove with 3 tablets. We got our small pot from our Czech mess kit, and the water is just starting to boil. So what we're going to do is, I don't want the plastic to melt when I put it in there, so I'm going to take this off the fire and just put it in the boiling water, let it sit for about 2 minutes and see how hot it gets. So I will let you know in a second. Okay, so here we are. What I did is I got the water to a really hard rolling boil, and I took it off and I just stuck our ready meal in there. I lied. I stuck it in there for like 5 minutes because the water it's still steaming. So I figured, hey, you know, you don't really got to do any cooking or anything. All you got to do is just let it sit there and heat up. So it's been in there for about 5 minutes. Let's check it out. So water's still steaming. All right. Ooh, it's kind of warm. Mix it around a little bit. Yummy. All right. Smells good. Mix it around a little bit. I know the hot stuff is on the bottom. And let's see if it's not really steaming. It's all right though. It's all right though. So we got some beans, and we got some rice, and we got some other stuff in there. Let's see how it is. It's not bad. It's not hot. It's just kind of warm. Yeah. It's pretty good. If it was hotter, it would be better. This is the Southwest chicken style chicken. What this tells me is this plastic is a really good insulator, and it heats better from the inside out in a microwave than it does from the outside in. This test didn't work out as I planned, but that's okay. We'll try to put it out in the sun test and see what happens. All right, here we go. Our marinara and Italian sausage rotini has been sitting here in the sun for an hour and 20 minutes. And the stooges say it's about 106 degrees in the sun. So let's see what we got. All right, the package kind of warm. Not bad. It's not bad. You know, it'll keep you alive. And notice, it hasn't been sitting on the hot bricks. It's been sitting on the wood. And this is, you know, not very practical, because if you were hiking, you don't want to have to sit this out in the sun for an hour and a half. And it's not, it's warm. I mean, you could eat it. There's your rotini and your little beef there and everything else. And it ain't bad, you know. If you had you could eat it just like that. I mean, it's actually warmer than it was sitting for 5 minutes in the boiling water. So there we go on that. The sun worked average, the boiling water worked average. So let's put it all together. Okay, so what did we learn today? We learned that the Prego ready meals and the Pace ready meals aren't too bad. They're pretty cheap, they're pretty small. You could put them in the pack, you could put them in a light pack. It really wouldn't be bad. I did it two ways. Since when I'm hiking and I'm out in the swamp, I haven't seen a microwave oven yet. So if anybody sees one, please let me know where it is so that I can go hiking down there. So what I did is I figured that I would heat it, just putting the package in boiling water and see if I could heat it up like that. And then I put it out in the sun for an hour and 20 minutes. And it's really hot today, which is why I'm inside in the air conditioning now. And it's like 106 degrees in the bright sunlight. And the sun actually heated it better than the boiling water. And I think I know why. The plastic bag that it's in seems like a really good insulator. And it's probably like that for microwave purposes. It heats a lot better from the inside out than it does from the outside in. So the longer you can leave it in a heated environment, the more heat will transfer to the food inside, which is why the sun method for longer actually worked better than the boiling water method. So either way, that's fine. If you were hiking and you didn't mind making a little fire, what I would recommend is just, you know, putting it over a little alcohol stove or the Coughlin's folding stove or a little tiny fire, and just pouring the contents into a pot like my Czech mess kit and stirring it up and cooking it like that. You would really heat it up thoroughly. But all in all, they're a really good deal. I paid $1.99 for the Prego and $1.49 for the Pace. You can find them cheaper. They're small, they're light, they're only about 6 inches square, and they'll fill you up. So I hope this was useful for next time. Until next time, this is Matt from Florida Boar Survival. See you later.